The creators of Squid Game have finally opened up about one of the most debated creative decisions in the franchise, cutting many of the VIP scenes from the latest season. While fans had mixed reactions to the masked billionaires in the first installment, their near disappearance in the follow up has raised eyebrows. Now, director Hwang Dong-guk and the production team are shedding light on exactly why they chose to significantly reduce their presence in the final version. From the moment the VIPs first entered the Squid Game world, audiences were intrigued by their grotesque masks, decadent behavior, and voyeuristic obsession with human suffering. But many also criticized their over the top performances, finding them jarring and even distracting from the otherwise intense and emotional storytelling. That criticism, it seems, didn't fall on deaf ears. Wang explained that while the VIPs were meant to embody the ultimate corrupt elite, a symbol of global inequality and moral decay, their execution in Season 1 received unexpected backlash. We wanted them to be cartoonish because to them, the players are not human. They're entertainment, he said. But we understand that some viewers felt the scenes pulled them out of the story. That response weighed heavily on the team as they began shaping Season 2. While the initial scripts included expanded scenes delving into the VIP's world, complete with new characters and deeper insights into their motivations, a creative pivot soon followed. Test screenings reportedly showed that these sequences, though visually lavish, stalled the pacing and diluted the emotional weight of the central narrative. One insider close to production revealed that early versions of Season 2 included entire subplots showing how the VIPs funded and controlled the game across international borders. There was a proposed arc involving a power struggle between two VIP factions, one pushing for even more brutal and technologically enhanced games, the other questioning the morality of their centuries-old tradition. It was wild and ambitious, the source said, but it was too much, and honestly, it started to feel like a different show. The biggest concern: losing the emotional center of Squid Game. At its heart, the series is about desperation, survival, and human dignity under impossible conditions. Shifting too much attention to the ultra-wealthy orchestrators risked undercutting that message. The creators realized that every minute spent in the Golden VIP Lounge was one less moment spent with the players whose lives and decisions carried the show's real emotional weight. "We had to make a decision," said co-writer Park Ji-yeon. "Are we telling a story about power or a story about people?" That question became a guiding principle in the editing room. By the time the final cut was locked, almost 40 minutes of VIP content had been removed, entire sets and characters left on the cutting room floor. Not all traces of the VIPs vanished. Subtle references remained scattered across the season, including cryptic mentions of the sponsors and off-screen phone calls hinting at their influence. And one chilling scene in episode 6 features a brief, distorted voice giving orders that fans believe belongs to one of the returning VIPs. But gone are the long, indulgent monologues and scenes showing their twisted revelry. For some of the actors who portrayed the VIPs, the cuts came as a disappointment. "We filmed some intense, character-driven stuff," said one American cast member. "There was this one scene where my character starts to question the ethics of what we're doing, and it actually added a layer of depth. But I understand why they went the other direction." The decision wasn't just creative, it was also strategic. Netflix executives were reportedly concerned that the more controversial elements of the VIP sequences could spark backlash, especially in Western markets. Accusations of one-dimensional caricatures and exploitative undertones were already surfacing online before the new season even dropped. The team ultimately agreed that restraint would be more powerful than spectacle. "It's scarier not knowing exactly who's behind the curtain," Wang said, "and it makes the system feel even more faceless and unaccountable, just like the real world." Interestingly, some of the scrapped scenes may not be lost forever. With spin-offs and prequels in development, the showrunners have hinted that some of the VIP backstory could find new life in a separate project. "There's a rich universe there, for sure," Wong teased, but it needs the right context. In the end, the final season of Squid Game chose to double down on what made it a global phenomenon: its brutal simplicity, its raw performances, and its unflinching look at how people behave when their backs are against the wall. By scaling back the VIPs, the show may have sacrificed some spectacle, but it preserved its soul.